Romy.
Are we ready to go?
Woohoo.
Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Yeah, here we are back after it again. What a wild night of Monday Night Football. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed that. I'm not sure if I like the two games on at the same time, but it looks like we are getting that feature again next week. But I thought it was hard, especially because I had the Saints on the main screen, and then up on the other screen, I had the Browns game, and of course, I always looked up and I saw that other score. And I was like, oh, that game's 6-3. Oh, and this game's 6-3. It was blowing my mind. I was like, just put one game up there at a time, folks. Make it a lot easier. But a wild game there with 6 turnovers in the Browns game. It was a wild start, that's for sure. But again, Steelers, like Ramon talked about, got what? 21 straight now Monday Night Football games. So hopefully you guys had a good day. And of course, yeah, that Chubb injury was, pretty bad. Of course, I'm out there on Twitter looking at it. I mean, but yeah, his knee is totally toast. How are you today, Ramon?
Hey, great, Mindy. Yeah, great night of football and baseball action. And we're going to get to the action here for the card here on Tuesday. As we mentioned earlier this week, we'll have a few format changes here. We've heard your calls. You've answered our surveys, and we're going to give you hopefully exactly what you want here on the morning steam with Mindy Hahn, the Midwest's premier sports handicapper. And I'm your host, Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go over 10 games each day now here on the show, Monday through Friday moving forward. Let's get right to it. Here's the baseball card today. We got 3 games for you. Then we'll go into 2 WNBA and 5 college games. Maybe the Twins will take on the Reds today in this one. And in this one, I have Maeda listed here against Ben Lively. He may actually get an opener with Cruz, but it is Lively listed right now on the sports books, and I'm showing $1.40 here for the Twins on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be interesting to see how this one goes. It was a wild game there yesterday. Maeda, 4.5 ERA. He looked though like he had a really, really strong outing there last time out for the Cubs, and suddenly I kind of feel like all the bats here are coming alive. We had talked about Lively just being an opener, perhaps 4.97 ERA. It looks like there on that one. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go over this big total. I liked the over yesterday. Didn't play it. Oh, Londo likes the over. That's good. So yeah, that's where I'm headed, I think, in this one, going over that 9.5 with these big ERAs and a bullpen game today.
All right, Mindy says take the over in this one with the Twins and the Reds, and I'll take the Reds. All right, here's the Red Sox and the Rangers now with Tanner Houck on the road against Nathan Eovaldi in this one, Mindy. And right now I'm showing favoritism here for the Rangers. More important game for them. Boston looks like they're out of it right now, but still we picked they're still alive, I guess. And here the Rangers are favored, $1.65.
Yeah, again, we have a Rangers. I don't know. I just feel like with Eovaldi, he hasn't really made it out of the 4th inning in quite some time. It's been pretty bad. And he had a huge, terrible outing the last time he played this Boston Red Sox team. Eovaldi, 3.07 ERA, and then Tanner Houck, of course, 4.75. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Red Sox here, getting about, plus 130 or so in this one. So, yeah, I like the Red Sox.
All right, Mindy takes the Red Sox in this one. Tanner Houck on the road against the Rangers. Red Sox would pretty much need to win them all at this point. I will take the over. Here's the Orioles going up against the Astros. We have the Astros here with Hunter Brown at home in this one. 2 teams we're going to see in the postseason, certainly. Brown, $1.40 here, and the total is 9/20.
Yeah, Brown here with the big ERA, 7. He's 4-7 there at home for the Astros. Orioles, again, Gibson has that ERA close to 5. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go over the total. It was a wild one yesterday. Put up 15 runs, 8-7, back and forth game. Astros couldn't quite get it done. So yeah, I'm taking the over here.
All right, Mindy says go with the over, and I agree. Why not? With these 2 teams, I got to think it's going over. We saw a lot of runs yesterday. All right, WNBA now. Here's the Mystics and the Liberty. In this one, the Liberty double-digit favorite here. They could wrap it up. They lead the series 1-0, taking on the Mystics.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be another wild one. I mean, Mystics have to get this game in order to continue on, or they are done. We talked about it last time. Mystics here, they were, I think, able to keep it real close until you had Ionescu put up some big threes there right at the end when it didn't really mean anything. You would sometimes expect these teams just to kind of run the clock out. Did not occur. I like the Mystics, though, to stay within this one. I'll give me the 10.5 points. They really haven't gotten blown out much, even though they lost that last one there by 15. I don't think it's going to be that same type of game here. It was some last-second shenanigans. So give me the Mystics. They're 5-1 in the last 6 meetings.
All right, Steam came on the under, down from 164. I'll take the under in this one. Mindy's on the Mystics, and I'm on the under. Game 2 here, Dream and Wings. It's the Wings in command here, trying to wrap it up. They're up 1-0. They're 6.5-point favorites, and the total 170.5.
Yeah, so again, Dream have to win this one in order to advance here as well. And the Dream had one heck of a game last time. I mean, they put up so many points, I couldn't hardly believe it. It was so unlike them. But the Wings still got the money, and I think they're going to do the same here again today. I don't know if the Dream can recreate that last game that they had by putting up all of those points there. I think the Wings still probably get this one in double digits here tonight.
All right, Mindy says take the Wings. They continue to roll, lay the points here against the Atlanta Dream. And I'll be on the over, believe it or not, in this one, Mindy. I've got this one going over. I'm going to need Atlanta to contribute here, but I'll take the over. All right, we're going to look at 5 big college football games from the early 2 windows, if you will. This one at noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific with Florida State on the road against Clemson. Boy, there's some great matchups this weekend. Florida, look ahead, had Clemson all the way down to 2.5. I think at minimum this one opened up maybe a pick, maybe 1. Florida State continues to move here to 2.5, and the total 56.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of figure out either of these 2 teams right now, with Florida State having such a trouble versus Boston College. I don't think, really too many folks saw that one coming, perhaps, especially when Boston College was so woeful in their couple opening games. And then it's kind of one of those at Clemson. I mean, they've already lost a game here that, to Duke. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the home team, though. I'm going to go ahead and take this field goal points here with Clemson. My modeling has Clemson just winning this one outright. Sorry, Florida State fans. I'm going to go Clemson here.
All right, Mindy says, take the Tigers at home, grabbing 2.5 points. Maybe she can get more if this one keeps going. I'll take the over in this one here. It's really pretty close, actually, to my number now. It opened 52.5. I was all about it, and continues to move up here. It's getting kind of the danger zone for me. It's probably going to land right about 56. I'm going to take the over, though, in this one. Auburn and Texas A&M here. Texas A&M favored by 7.5 against Auburn as we get into some hot SEC action here.
Yeah, I mean, I thought A&M was going to give LSU a lot of trouble, and LSU just ran all over them. So that was pretty surprising. But I haven't really seen too much out of an Auburn offense here as of yet. So to me, they kind of look like they've been struggling here some. I'm going to go ahead with Texas A&M here. Lay the big points at home here.
All right, Mindy says, take the Aggies at home as Auburn comes in, underdogs by a touchdown or so. Just got to lay that hook. It opened maybe 6. It's up to 7.5 now, so slight move on A&M. I'm going to take the under in this one. It opened 54. It went to as low as 52.5. Now I think it's 53.5. I'll take the under. Mindy's on A&M. All right, Mindy, this is for the first time in 17 years. 6 teams will meet from top 6 matchups involving top 25 teams. That's what I'm trying to spit out. So I touted this as a real most exciting weekend in a long time, and that would prove it. 17 years since there have been 6 games involving ranked teams, and this is one of them. UCLA at Utah, Utah minus 4.5, 51.5.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I want to be a believer in the UCLA, like, 3 quarterback system. I just kind of think that that's just something that doesn't really work out overall in the long run. Utah, they've, had some challenges and won those games. I have this one modeled out really, really close, pretty close to that number. With that, I'm going to go ahead and take Utah. I think they get the win in this one. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really tough matchup here in this one.
I agree, Mindy. I'll take Utah. I'll lay 4.5. If Cam Rising is ruled in, he's questionable right now. This line will continue to rise. I think we need to get on it as soon as possible. I don't know if it's going to go any lower at open date now, 4.5, and I'll take Utah with you. All right. Here comes Mississippi and Alabama. Alabama is favored by 7, and the total is, let me see. Is that a typo at 56? Apparently not. Alabama by 7.
Apparently not. Yeah, again, a tough one here. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with Alabama and their quarterback situation here as well. Probably going back to Milrow, I would kind of guess. He still looked like the better of the quarterbacks there. Alabama, I have Alabama winning this one by 5. I don't have them covering. I'm going to go ahead and take Ole Miss here in this one.
Of course, I'm taking Ole Miss in this one. I agree with you. Let's take the Rebels. And, well, we got to talk about it. It's a big spread. Sorry to do it to you, but it is 2 top 25 teams. I think it's worthy of talking about. Colorado and Oregon. Why don't you get your opinion of this one? It's Oregon, favored by 3 touchdowns.
Well, Ramon, I have this one modeled out at 21.6. Oregon wins this one by. So it is right on that number. I'm going to go ahead and take Oregon. Again, I feel like Colorado, they have issues whenever you can put pressure on Shedeur. Talk about it often. I've seen it with Nebraska. I also think that they were able, if you take a look at Colorado State, they were able just to kind of dink and dunk the ball down the field with number 14 there. I'm going to go ahead and go Oregon. I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be right on the line, but I'll take them laying the 21 here.
All right, Mindy says, take the Ducks in this one, lay 21 points. It opened as low as 16.5 when we did a live show previewing the lines, and now it is all the way up to 21. Wow, that is a huge. Yeah, that is a bunch. So total also has moved pretty high here from 66.5 to 72.5 down to 71. Steam came in on the under, but I'm going to try the over in this one. I'll go over with Colorado and Oregon. All right, that's going to do it. Appreciate you joining us here on the Morning Steam. 10 games coming your way live every day, 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 Pacific. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.